much, and I know he'd be smiling looking at every single one of you in the room right now. He's not the kind that liked to be fussed over. He was happy to fuss over other people, but Mom wanted us to have this chance to really remember Dad. Can you hear me, Mom, okay?
Yeah.
Good, okay.
Just not quite so fast.
Slower. And lose the Hawaiian accent. I've got it. I'll try to get back up in my nose. There we go. So I just want to say, although we're sad that Dad's physically not here right now, we know that he sees all of us and he cares about all of us and he would appreciate all of us being here. But we were lucky to have him for 94 years, guys. Who gets that? Who gets that long to spread love and make all of this happen? All of these people in this room, including myself, would not exist without this man. So I just wanted to really say grief is just great love with nowhere to go. And although we want to grieve, and it's natural to grieve, we love him, okay? So we honor him by being grateful that we had 94 years with him. Grateful to Henry and Mary that he's here. If you ever think back about all the things that led to you being here on earth, Henry and Mary are part of the reason we're all here, right? And then my dad is part of the reason we're all here. And I'm the sixth kid. How lucky am I that they decided to have six of us, that he met my mom, married my mom. I had a couple of things I wanted to share real quick that I don't want to forget, because his goal and Mom's goal was always to raise good people for this world. And although as a kid he might have seemed very strict, I was probably trying to get away with something and probably up to some shenanigans. And I just remember him saying, it's not my job to be your buddy right now. It's my job to be your parent. And as a parent now myself, I understand, Dad. I totally understand. He was a great example that the chores come before the fun. And I didn't like that as a kid, but it was really an important lesson that you earn it. You earn it, and he really taught us that. He also would come home from a long day at work at the television station and let us all chase him around the yard. The poor man hadn't even gotten out of the car, and we're chasing him around the yard, keeping him from getting in the house. Pens falling out of his pocket protector, clip-on tie coming loose, and then the poor man could get in the house after we had all chased him around. I don't remember why it started, but it was fun. No one knows why. Yeah, exactly. But he also would hold babies. All of you that had him hold your kid or held you, he was the most gentle man with babies. To the point where I'd say, let the baby sleep, because he'd be checking on it the whole time. And then, oh, I woke it up, I get to hold it again. But yeah, I'm grateful for the hardworking KSTP dad. Sometimes we were lucky enough to get to go on a remote with him, which meant getting in the van with all the equipment, putting on something like Bowling for Dollars, watching the cameras work, getting to be part of the show, and then he'd take you to White Castle afterwards and see if you could handle eating a couple of those burgers. Yes, I did. And the German relatives would come into town. He'd take them on a tour of the TV station, and then see how good his German still was to try to explain what a chroma key or a green screen was and how the magic of television worked. One of his television buddies is here today, and there's just special memories of those TV station days. He wore a lot of hats, including he played on the softball team for the television station. He took 6 kids on trips all over the place, first with a tent, then with a camper. Took us to the Boundary Waters, climbed mountains with us, slept under the stars, drank really sour grapefruit juice, the unsweetened kind, you name it. He was the berry patch dad who taught us how to work a farm, and he got a chance to kind of relive his childhood of the farm. And he might let you drive the tractor. He might let you help lay irrigation pipe. And he was the first one to enjoy bouncing us in the back of the farm truck, all of us wearing our little red and white polka dot caps, bouncing along on the gravel roads. So he wore a lot of hats, this man. He was the doll making man who helped my mom pour her dolls, the porcelain into the molds, assemble the composition bodies, sell them, put on a bowler hat and an apron, sell the dolls for the 12 days of the fair, but then he'd have to take that off, put on his clip-on tie, and go down and help at the TV station booth, the KSDP booth. So yeah, he was just incredible when I think of all the varied things my dad could do. But I'm just grateful for a man who could wear so many hats, who juggled so many things, taught us all that we could try it, and maybe we could make it happen if we worked hard enough. So, Dad, we're just going to love you forever. We know you live on, and all of us in this room, we're grateful for you. We choose to be happy looking at the memories of you, Dad, and knowing that this is why we're all here. Thank you.